Organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Coming up on Daily Iowan TV, one University of Iowa club is gearing up for another semester. And later, find out how blogging is changing the face of journalism.
A few Iowa athletes are being recognized for their accomplishments this week. Find out who later in sports.
And we take a look at one team that is counting on their freshmen for the upcoming season.
All that and more coming up. Daily Iowan TV starts now. Good morning and thanks for joining us. I'm Cole Johnson. Betsy DeVos was confirmed and sworn in as Education Secretary yesterday after Democrats held the floor in protest for hours inside and outside the Capitol. Democrats were not in favor of DeVos following her poor performance in her confirmation hearing. The final vote came down to a 50-50 tie, with Vice President Mike Pence casting the tie-breaking vote to confirm DeVos as the next Education Secretary. In the age of digital media, the way we understand the news and how we get it is constantly changing. Schools are now teaching students the rising importance of blogging and social media and how it is making an impact. Daily Iowan TV reporter Rachel Valentine has more.
In today's culture, the internet is one major unit of communication. Blogging is one way people can communicate their ideals with the public. Topics can range from movies and music, cooking, nature, or even just ways of life. Students and professors at the University of Iowa blog as well. Some students blog about today's fashion trends and recommendations.
With this fashion blog, it allows me to expand my horizons in social media, marketing, and just self-promotion altogether, and something that I wouldn't learn if I didn't do blogging.
And some people blog about health and science.
I've used blogs as a science journalist to communicate my work, to let friends and regular readers know about pieces that I have coming out, and sometimes to give them a little insight or behind the scenes look at the pieces I've written.
But why do we blog today, and why is it important?
I definitely think that blogging is important for college students, whether you are interested in writing or not. Having a blog and proving that you can communicate and you can take your own photos or video or write a solid piece of journalism, a solid piece of writing in general, is just a really important skill to have. So if you're political science, write about something that interests you in that. If you are about fashion, write about something that interests you in that. And just being able to create your own kind of personal brand and persona online is really important, and you can definitely do that through blogging.
Reporting from the University of Iowa Main Library, I'm Rachel Valentine with Daily Iowan TV.
A $190 million bond issue will likely be voted on in the school board election this upcoming fall. The bond was approved by the Iowa City Community School Board by a vote of 5-2. The bond is set to fund school district facilities through the year 2023. School buildings in the area will receive many beneficial improvements in the upcoming years if the bond goes through. The Des Moines School Board is looking to reaffirm their protocol for acting as a sanctuary school. The board will vote on a resolution Tuesday evening regarding immigration status of students. Currently, Des Moines County schools have a policy of not asking about a student's citizenship. The new resolution comes after months of debate regarding immigration policy and reform. Yesterday was the National Black HIV and AIDS Awareness Day. The Johnson County Public Health Department held an event on the University of Iowa campus to recognize the day. The event was hosted at the Afro-American Cultural Center, and students were provided with free HIV testing and advice. The test took place in a confidential space where students could get their results and talk about concerns that they had with professionals. The University of Iowa will continue to host events for the remainder of February in celebration of Black History Month. For more information on upcoming events, visit events.uiowa.edu. Iowa City Police are currently investigating a shooting that took place Monday evening, leaving one man injured. The incident took place in the parking lot of the Pheasant Ridge Apartments on the 2600 block of Bartelt Road. Detectives believe this was not a random act of violence, but see no threat to the general public. The victim is currently in stable condition and no arrests have been made at this time. Iowa City area Crime Stoppers are offering a reward of up to $1,000 for information leading to the arrest of the suspect. If you have any information, contact Crime Stoppers at 358-8477. Well, I woke up this morning heading into the studio and I saw everybody scraping off the snow and ice from their windshields, and I was shocked by the amount of snow that we got. Let's toss it over to Afe to tell us more. Afe?
Yes, Cole, the snow this morning was definitely unexpected, but despite the fluctuation in temperatures this week, it's safe to say a heavy-duty coat will not be needed after today. This morning and into the afternoon, the temperature will be at a high of about 25 degrees with a 50% chance of snow showers. Snow accumulation is expected at less than 1 inch. Towards the evening, temperatures will dip at 11 degrees, and Thursday morning will be sunny at 24 degrees with a few clouds forming in the afternoon. Taking a look at the extended forecast, the temperature on Thursday is expected to be as low as 19 degrees. The weekend looks like it's going to be cloudy, but with temperatures in the 30s and 50s. Come Monday, expect some sunshine. Unfortunately, the west and across the northeast part of the country are not as lucky as we are, as they are currently hit by Winter Storm Maya, which is making commute for many very difficult. There is no information yet if Iowa will be greatly affected by the storm, but for now, I hope you enjoy the weather ahead. I'm definitely looking forward to the fairly nice weather this weekend. Take caution out there, Iowa City. Cole, back to you.
The Iowa City Council adopted a proclamation last night denouncing the practice of conversion therapy. The proclamation states that the act of conversion therapy is a continuing discrimination against societal bias with the LGBTQ community. This has been recently a heated topic, with people believing that Vice President Mike Pence is a supporter of the practice. Guitar Club is looking to add new members to this semester to get together and play music. Daily Iowan TV reporter Alexis Tansey has more on the group.
Guitar Club is looking to add new members as it begins another semester on campus. It costs $5 to become a member or $20 to get a t-shirt as well. The club is open to anyone from beginners to experts.
Well, I've always been interested in learning how to play guitar and just being more musical, and so I thought, this is a nice club to gain some kind of skill. And
along with meeting once a week, the club holds a couple open mic nights a semester.
Last semester, we actually got together about 8 or 9 students and also people that live in the Iowa City area, and we did an open mic night at the Yacht Club, where we did, I think, about 5 or 6 different songs. Some of them were together, some of them were solo.
Whether you want to learn to play guitar, start a band, or just hang out with your friends, Guitar Club may be for you.
It's just really nice to meet other people that like to play guitar and just really like to listen to music and hang around, and it's good to socialize with other people about those topics.
Come out to the IMU Tuesdays at 5 p.m. if you're interested in joining Guitar Club. Anyone can join, even beginners like me. This is Alexis Tansey, Daily Iowan TV.
Let's toss it over to Liv, and we're going to toss it over to Liv, and we're going to talk more about Hawkeye sports. Guys?
That's right, Cole. Never a downtime here in the sports studio, that's for sure. We start today with an exciting win for one Iowa team earlier this week. Number 13, Iowa men's gymnastics was on the road Monday night and upset number 9, California.
That's right, and 9 gymnasts earned 12 season bests Monday in the upset. The Gym Hawks are looking to get another win Friday night as they take on Oklahoma and Minnesota in Carver at 7 p.m.
The Iowa wrestling team is also coming off 2 big wins against Minnesota and Wisconsin this past weekend. Pat Lynch has more on one key wrestler that has been a big asset to the team this year, who's also looking to defend his Big Ten title.
For the 8-2 Iowa Hawkeyes, the Wisconsin Badgers weren't out of challenge. Sammy Brooks took down Hunter Ritter within 55 seconds of the first match of the night.
Sammy Brooks, the 5th-ranked wrestler in the 184 weight class, allowed the Hawkeyes to get off to a great start Friday by displaying a multitude of takedowns and escapes, eventually leading to an easy pin down. Coach Tom Brands describes the start.
We can get Sam Brooks started off good. That's what we want. So we'll give our guys some credit.
Brooks, now 19-2, talks about why getting off to a comfortable lead is so crucial.
You always want to get bonus points anytime you step on the mat, right? So, yeah, and then maybe there's a little more motivation when you're starting the guys off, but yeah.
Brooks has mentioned that his toughness was developed by his older brothers. Iowa, now tied for 2nd overall in the Big Ten, is looking forward to push through the end of the regular season strongly.
Sammy Brooks and the Iowa Hawkeyes take on Indiana Friday night in Bloomington. Patrick Lynch
Daily Iowan TV Sports.
Now, Sammy isn't the only wrestler that has been making a name for himself lately.
That's right, Alyssa. Another wrestler that has been in the spotlight recently is Thomas Gilman. It was announced yesterday that the senior was named Big Ten Wrestler of the Week.
Gilman is the nation's top-ranked wrestler at 125 pounds and went 2-0 last week with one major decision and one pin. He is 21-0 this season with a team-high of 8 pins.
Brooks, Gilman, and the rest of the third-ranked wrestling team will take on Indiana on the road Friday at 6, and then are back in Carver for their last home match on Sunday, where they will take on number 6 Nebraska. We'll have more on how the team is preparing for the two matches on tomorrow's show.
It was also announced yesterday that junior tennis player Lefteris Theodoro and freshman gymnast Charlotte Sullivan have been named January's Male and Female Student Athletes of the Month. This recognizes athletes that have excelled in their sport and in the classroom.
Theodoro helped the men's tennis team get off to a 3-1 start for the spring season, and Sullivan has earned 5 event titles through the team's first 5 meets. She also tied the third best score in Iowa history of a 9.925 on uneven bars versus Maryland on January 9th.
And sticking with more honors from Iowa athletes, sophomore baseball player Robert Newstrom has been named a preseason All-Big Ten selection by Perfect Game. Last season, Newstrom hit .307 with 24 runs and 21 RBIs.
We will have more on Iowa baseball's upcoming season early next week. But speaking of baseball, Iowa softball is back in full swing, and there's something about this year's team that seems to stand out. The softball season is finally approaching their spring season, and head coach Marla Looper is confident in this team, which includes an incredible group of 8 freshmen looking for their spot in the lineup.
They're going to add depth to all of our positions in the circle, behind the plate, in the infield and in the outfield too. They're going to bring some speed. We've got a few girls that run a little faster than our whole as a team. The challenge is now being in the lineup, getting on base, and using that speed.
We're definitely going to have a huge impact. A lot of depth, a lot of diversity, and everything from power to speed, and just honestly great personalities and great people to be around. They're really hardworking, and they push the rest of us to be better each day, and I'm just excited to see what depth they bring to our lineup.
These freshmen aren't only bringing depth to the lineup, but off the field as well, with a clear understanding that any role on the team is an important one.
I think our main contributions will just be on and off the field. Like, we may not see as much playing time, but I don't think that matters in the fact that we can support people off the field and give them opportunities to get better.
Anyone in this program should feel like they can lead and take a part, but you can't just talk about it, you've got to go do it, and that's the challenge now, is them not just talking but them doing and putting that together to be able to become leaders. But I think, though, they definitely give us some depth, and I think it's been fun watching them grow a little bit through the fall and into the winter, and it'll be interesting to see really how they develop once we start season.
Keep an eye on the freshmen and the rest of the team as they travel to Texas this weekend to kick off the season at the CenturyLink Classic.
Check out tomorrow's show for a women's basketball and wrestling update.
And a closer look at the track athlete that had quite the season. Cole, back to you.
The Johnson County Crisis Center just began their Spread the Love food drive. The food drive runs throughout the month of February, and their main focus is on peanut butter donations. Last year, the drive brought in 3,000 pounds of peanut butter over the course of a month. Peanut butter is seen as a cheap and healthy alternative to provide individuals with essential dietary needs. There are 18 different sites around Iowa City that the peanut butter donations can be dropped off at. To find out more on how you can get involved or to donate, visit www.jccrisiscenter.org. And that'll do it for this Wednesday edition of Daily Iowan TV. Be sure to check out our live broadcast every Monday through Friday at 8:30 a.m. on dailyiowan.com. Thanks for joining us and have a great day.